Yeah, so this one is oh, actually before this one I heard like a joke on the radio yesterday, but it was Persian. Um yeah, it might not be as funny in English, but it's kind of related to um today's topic too, which is um yeah, there was a guy who went to see a wise guru master, and he asked the master, I want to learn about my shortcomings and wrongdoings. I've heard that's the secret to lasting happiness. How can I learn about my flaws and shortcomings and wrongdoings? And the guru master responds by saying, well, tonight when you go home, point out one flaw of your wife. Tell her something wrong with her behavior or anything. Just point out one shortcoming of your wife. Then, amazingly, she's gonna let you know everything that's wrong with you, that's wrong with your parents, with your siblings, and your ancestors, and everybody, all the line of family tree line. And it was so funny in Persian, but also because it has the kind of spiritual lesson of like today's saying a day in our calendar, don't take pride in not making mistakes. Yeah, when I was younger, I had pride in, I thought I was not making mistakes. And that's a very conceited mind and very dangerous, we learn in Buddhism. So if we think we don't make mistakes, we keep suffering because our mind is not in alignment with the truth. We suffer as a result. So, to learn or to be told of our shortcomings, wrongdoings, and flaws, or unwholesome karma, that's, I think, the start of our spiritual journey, like the guy in the joke that I just shared with you. Yeah, and it's also related to the story. So let me read the story and then I can shed light on the connection between the two. Okay. Gaining a little, losing a lot. How a farmer lost his cow. A farmer hurried along a mountain path at dusk, leading a great cow. The animal evidently was a prized possession of his, for he turned around frequently to check on its progress and treated it with tender consideration as he made his way home. Before long, a couple of suspicious characters came up behind him. One of them whispered to the other, see that cow? I bet you I could steal him right now. His companion shook his head doubtfully. You're a fine pickpocket, I'll grant you that, but not even you could make off in a daylight with a great big cow. Just watch me. I'll show you how good I am. The pickpocket quickened his pace, passed by the farmer and his cow, and disappeared behind the little shrine at a bend in the path. When the farmer came by, he noticed something lying on the ground. He picked it up and saw it was a brand new leather shoe. Here's a find, he said to himself. Too bad there's only one. No good without the mate. He tossed it aside and went on his way. Soon he spied something else lying in the path and picked it up. Sure enough, it was the other shoe. Now, if he only had the first shoe, he'd have himself a fine new pair of shoes. Excited at the thought, he tied his cow to a tree and flew back to retrieve the shoe he'd thrown away. There it was, just where he'd left it. This is my lucky day, he exulted. Imagine getting a fine pair of shoes for nothing. He went back full of joy, only to find his precious cow vanished without a trace. All too many people are like him, so distracted by desire for immediate gain that they end up losing what is most important of all. Yeah. So I think there are quite a few points to meditate on. What is most important thing of all that we end up losing because we are so distracted by desire for immediate gain? So, yeah, some of it might be not paying attention to our own wrongdoings, shortcomings, flaws, or unwholesome karma. So we repeat planting the unwholesome karmic seed again and again and again to become aware of it. That's a rare blessing. Many people tell me, "Oh, I want to know, teach me why I get attracted to the same kind of people. I end up in the same uh, unhealthy relationships, abusive relationship. Why I repeat the same patterns." So if we pay attention to our tendencies, yeah, we use the word shortcoming, wrongdoing, or unwholesome karma, but it's, in plain language, it's our tendencies. If we recognize those tendencies, then we can exercise more wisdom. So in this case, yeah, the guy pickpocket, shady characters. They are shady character, suspicious characters. So these suspicious characters, I mean, for them, if they're pickpocket, they've made a habit and a lifestyle and a job out of their wrongdoing, taking what doesn't belong to them. So, yeah, and being in the dark about it, so they will get the unwholesome harvest. And then also the farmer, yeah, the farmer, maybe that's the main highlight of the story. So the farmer has the tendency to have new pair of shoes or new anything because we get bored of something that's not new anymore. That's our tendency. If we don't have awareness of this tendency, which can become a wrongdoing or unwholesome karma, then we end up losing something greater. The farmer lost his cow, which was the source of his livelihood, just all because of a new pair of shoes. So I think this is the beauty of walking the spiritual path and why Buddha told us to cherish three things: your enlightened teacher, the Buddha, the teachings, which is Dharma, and the Sangha, the community, like all of us here, who cherish the Dharma. So good job, everyone, for being here practicing together. And yeah, we will have Hattori Senses class tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, and have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Gary, and everyone.